Good morning, Facebook Live. What's up, friends? Um, I was on my way into Indy Hall this morning, and just riding the subway and catching up on a couple of tweets from last night. If you follow me on Twitter or you're here on Facebook, you probably saw a little tweet storm about people coming and going. Because there was some news that came out in the last couple of days about some folks, some friends of mine who are leaving Philadelphia to get jobs in other places. And, I've seen this pattern over and over and over and over and over. And I think it's true really anywhere you are. You're building a community, people are coming together, and then people leave. And it's like, ouch, that kind of stings. You put all this work into bringing people together, and what happens when people leave? And that's what I want to talk about this morning, because I see this pattern play out in a lot of places, both in community building work, in the work that I do in teaching. I teach entrepreneurs how to bootstrap businesses, and we help people build their audience, which is very, very similar to building a community, almost identical in a lot of ways. And I watch people over-index on the wrong thing in sort of building an audience and marketing and things like that. I watch people put great stuff out there to help attract people, more importantly, to help people. People read what they put out there. Hi, puppy. How you doing? I'm sitting here in a dog park right here in Independence Mall. People, they put great stuff out there to help people, which attracts more people. Those people, for instance, sign up for a mailing list or a meetup group or something like that. And that is awesome. And over time, through repetition, it builds and it grows, and you see more and more. And that's awesome. That's how this stuff works. You got to be patient. But then something happens, and it takes people off the rails more consistently than anything I've ever seen. And it's, in the case of a mailing list, it's when people unsubscribe. Or a community or a business, people have to cancel. And hey, how's it going? I can't throw the ball. I'm sorry, I'm busy. I watch people over-index one unsubscriber and instantly ignore or forget the 10, 20, 50, or 100 people who signed up, the 10, 20, 50, or 100 people who joined. And this is what I see in co-working spaces, and this is what I see in our local community. I watched, again, all of this anxiety around, people are leaving. We've lost so much great talent. And people have been talking about this here in Philadelphia for as long as I've been paying attention, over 10 years now. People always talking about the brain drain. And there's a publication here in Philadelphia called Technically Philly who, is an anchor in our community in terms of finding out what's going on in the tech community. One of the things they do is they publish an exit interview sometimes when people leave. And it's not when everybody leaves, but when prominent members of the community leave. Technically does an interview with them saying, what are you going to miss most about Philadelphia? Why are you leaving? Is there anything we could have done to help you stay? And I get why they do it. And I know they catch a lot of flack for doing it as well. And yet they continue to do it, which, good on them. But here's the thing. Oh, hey, what's up, Adele? Good to see you this morning. When people leave Philadelphia and a bit of press comes out around it, we need more, we need thicker skins, right? We need to not over-index the pain of losing one community member. And we view it as losing a community member. I view it as, putting a great community member out into the world to show what amazing thing they can do. When people say, well, where are you coming from? They'll say Philly. If more great talent shows up in other cities and people start hearing that it's coming from Philly, that's a good thing, friends. That's a really good thing. But yet we over-index on the one time somebody leaves so much that we ignore or forget the 10, 20, 50, or 100 people who showed up in between. And I do get to see this. I get to see this every day at Indy Hall because while, in the last couple of months we've seen some folks leave, and I see them going on to great opportunities. And here's the thing I know, and I always say this, any friend of mine who has left Philadelphia, who's come to me for advice about leaving or, even just a bit of affirmation, am I doing the right thing? I always tell them the same thing. I say, look, I'm excited for you. You're going to do something that no matter how it goes, you get to live an adventure. But here's the thing I know, is that the good people always come back to Philadelphia. And I know that's a little bit devious. But it's true. I've seen so many friends go on to try other places, do other things, live other experiences, then come back to Philadelphia to resettle, to recenter, to take what they learned from somewhere else and bring it here. I love that. I pay attention to that. I over-index that, but I over-index based on reality because it happens 10, 20, 50, 100 times more often than the once in a while that somebody leaves. So that's what I'm thinking about this morning. How we identify things that we don't like and we perceive them as much greater than the things that we do like. And we almost ignore the things that we do like. We become used to them. How weird is that, right? I get to see all these people walk in the door of Indy Hall every day, every week, new people who are awesome. They're coming to Philadelphia for the first time and they are pumped. They are so pumped to be here. They see good things. They see opportunity to make for themselves, to be around other people. That's what this is about. And I guess I have to see that as a privilege because it helps me over-index in the right direction. And for everybody else who's not out and being exposed to new people every day, every week, every month, maybe you need to be. Maybe you need to find a place where you can do that. But at the very least, in your head, because that's whether you're experiencing it in reality or not, a lot of it's in your head. Over-indexing on the little thing that stings, it's the worst thing you could possibly do for yourself. So let's not do that. And I'm saying that to my friends here in Philadelphia and wherever you are in the world. You're building community, you're bringing people together. People will leave. That is a natural effect. Don't let it take you off the rails. Cool? Cool. I hope you have a great day. Later, Facebook Live.